Well, since it's almost Mother's Day, how about I can start recording about Mother's Day? Well, Mother's Day is kind of awesome, and making a Mother's Day video is awesome. Well, in the Mother's Day episode from My Little Pony Equestria Girls, when Twilight Sparkles, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and Pinkie Pie goes on a quest for Mother's Day, Rainbow Dash says, "Hey Twilight, today is Mother's Day, right?" Where Twilight says, "That's right, Rainbow, today is Mother's Day." In the just like that, when Twilight Sparkle says, "That's right, Rainbow, today is Mother's Day. Mother's Day is for Principal Celestia and Miss Luna. Even though I made this card for them," where Rainbow Dash says, "That's nice, Twilight. They're gonna be so happy for Mother's Day." Then Rainbow Dash says, "Wait, did the flower grow today?" Where Twilight says, "I don't know, let's see." Where Twilight says, "Hope that flower just growed." In a just like that, when Twilight says, "I hope that flower grows today, let's see." Then Twilight says, "I hope it grows today." Where Rainbow Dash says, "And it didn't grow." Then Twilight says, "Oh no, I forgot. That flower needs to grow today, or else we won't have a gift for Mother's Day." And then Rainbow Dash says, "Yikes, how do we make that grow?" And then Twilight says, "Calm down, Rainbow. We just need to figure out a way how to make that flower grow." Where Rainbow Dash says, "I know, how about it can just hop?" Where Twilight says, "That will be nice, but that flower can't hop." Where Rainbow Dash says, "I know what can happen. A pie rack." And then Twilight says, "Well, let's try if it hops in there." Where Twilight says, "I know, let's use our harmony magic." And the just like that, when Twilight says, "Let's use our harmony magic to see if it can hop." Where Twilight says, "Friendship of magic, make this flower hop." And then Twilight says, "Hey, it's working, it started to hop." Then Twilight says, "Ah, no, I didn't mean not hop away, come back." And then Twilight says, "I didn't mean not hop away." Then Rainbow Dash says, "Yeah, me too, we didn't mean not hop away." Where Rarity says, "Well, Pinkie Pie, since it's Mother's Day, it's so nice having a walk in the forest and we can see that flower hopping away." Then Pinkie Pie said, "Yeah." And then Rarity says, "Wait a minute." And then Twilight and Rarity says, and then Pinkie Pie and Rarity says, "A flower hopping that way?" And then Rarity says, "Twilight, Rainbow, wait for us." And the